Good evening, and welcome back to this kantian run of Dragon Age Origins. We're having just fought our way through this small part of the Kokari Wilds. We are reaching the chest with the documents we were told to receive. There's nothing else in there? Nothing else in here is there, so let's get right on to that.
I shall do it.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
So, I'll talk about this person later, when we find out more information about her. I am neither the Grey Warden's monster in this tower, intruder, and just how are these your wilds? I would first know who you are and where you come from. Where did you come from? Stay back. Intruder, and how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some
Knowledge
time.
doesn't grant ownership.
Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
There's no reason not to be polite. She doesn't seem aggressive. I am Emmanuel. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
I played Mass Effect 2 before playing this, and I played Mass Effect 2 and 3 more recently than this. So I keep hearing Admiral Sten whenever I hear her speak. I keep imagining she's going to try and get me to take control of sentient robots. Anyway, then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
How do you... Well, I guess I should be polite, actually. Thank you for returning them. You should show respect to the effort that she went to.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
So we're now back at the camp. I see you over there. I need to... yes, I think I did manage to find the stuff you
My
wanted.
bow's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
I think I have it. Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
I'll remember that. And I should probably go and sell the stuff I took from the Darkspawn.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yes.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
So I need to remember this is my inventory. There's nothing I need. Interesting that the short bow is more than the elm crossbow. I guess I could go for one of these. There's expensive stuff, but no, not useful. Lesser health bolters. I thought I bought your backpack. Do you sell another one? Well, I'll have it. But I thought... Backpacks are very useful in this game, so that's useless. Don't need two of these. Oh, I've got so many useless bits of stuff. Let's sell all the... ooh, a longbow. I guess I'll keep that. And the arrows. I assume this is for the DLC, which I've heard about. Anything else I can sell? Never use acid. I guess I am getting some people. All of this stuff's junk. Anything I can buy? I've got plenty of money actually, so yes, I'll take the health poultices. And the injury kits. Good. Thank you. No, that's still the chest, and I'm not going to steal. So I think that's everything. Time to get on with the mission. I'll just save in case the game crashes. Oh, I've got a longbow, don't I? How does that compare? Looks like it's superior in every way. I wonder if it fires slower because it's a longbow. Still, we'll try it for the moment. And yes, these give a small advantage. Fire arrows and fire bolts. Can I equip? No, I can't equip. The bolts go off the crossbow and arrows go off the arrow. That makes sense, though it does make them pretty small use. The longbow looks a bit stilly with those edges. Anyway, let's go.
So you return from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
So the joining requires mages, that's interesting. And what if we have second thoughts? It sounds dangerous.
Let me be very clear on that point. You are not volunteers. Whether you were conscripted or recruited, you were chosen because you are needed. There is no turning back now. You must gather your courage for what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying the ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
This is something interesting because the Grey Wardens are made out to be heroes and stuff before this, but now we see more about them. And this would clearly be villainous, and from a kantian perspective, tricking someone into this, or lying to them, or at least not lying by omission, not telling them that there's a very good chance joining would kill you. And they claim it's by necessity, but I don't know if that's true. It's almost like they don't want to have... They want to have this image of themselves as heroes, and they don't want people to know about it in case it tarnishes that image. It makes this organisation not quite as heroic as you might think, and more nefarious. Which comes back in a big way in Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't like it any more than you do.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
I think that's a horrible thing to say from a kantian perspective. You can't treat people merely as means to an end, even yourself. That's a horrible thing to say.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
That seems to be a lie as well. We find out you aren't truly immune, it still kills you in the end. It's interesting how grey they are presented. Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There is
Had I
no
known...
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Greater good?
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens are certainly utilitarians. Why would I just leave it?
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. Do you care to justify that?
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
I don't completely find Duncan's answer satisfactory. That he had to kill Jory because he went for his knife. If that's the case, why did you recruit him in the first place? You knew that he had a family and was expecting to have a new child. It would seem that there was a large risk that he would have done that. Why recruit him? Grey Wardens do seem careless of people's lives sometimes. Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Oh, I leveled up. I don't think strength is worth upgrading. I guess I'm not using willpower because I don't have any abilities that can use it. Constitution, I guess, is better. I certainly like more health. But let's do dexterity and cunning up, and I guess strength up once more, and then I'll for constitution for the next 2. Oh, I got 2 talents. Surprising. Is that because I'm a whatchamacallit? Rogue? Did they get 2? I feel like I should get deft hands just for the extra experience you get. Hampers the target's ability to fight by reducing attack and defense if it hits, or the shot inflicts a normal damage. So how long does that last for, though? Shattering shot. The archer fires a shot designed to open up a weak spot of target's armor. The shot deals normal damage if it hits and imposes an armor penalty on the target. Scrippling shot. Critical shot. Automatically scores a critical hit against most armor duration. Arrow of slaying. Automatic critical hit. I want to get to Master Archer, but let's take Deft Hands. I guess I should work to try and get combat stealth, because that might be useful. These all seem pretty useless. Oh, there's a passive, a bonus to critical chance for all attacks. That seems really good. Especially since my cunning is always going to be higher than my strength. Another passive, which is also very good. Just a 20% dodge chance, basically. Those 2 seem useless, however. Oh, well, let's take these 2. Skills. No. So this is 0 range and just does a kick that does normal combat damage and inflicts some penalties. So not terribly useful. Put that there. You wanted me to go to a meeting with the War Council.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
That's the case. Perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
Here's another
It is not a
Corian
fool notion.
admiral.
Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Morrigan did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
I didn't have a choice, really. I think in this situation I would not feel happy with what the Grey Wardens did, so I don't feel that special.
Oh, but you are. Every Grey Warden is needed now more than ever.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To flank
cover.
the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
What would I do? I think I would recognise I've got far less military experience than anyone else here, so I'll just agree with whatever my superiors tell me. I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
mage...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I'm ready to go.
Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Sounds easy enough.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Why not? I suppose we'd die. Are we in any danger?
Of course. Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Oh, Alistair's leveled up too, so he should be my tank, I suppose. Strength, dexterity, and constitution. Do boys need dexterity? I think that's okay. Yes, Templar warrior. Threaten is very important, so let's set up for Threaten. You're a defender. Yes, that's fine. And I'm an archer. Okay, so you put rapid shot down as well. I'm glad I decided the right one. I think we should now just head towards the Tower of Ishal. No one else I need to talk to. I guess I could check up with that prisoner again. I've never actually done that. I've got the food for him on the last time I played. I've never actually bothered to check up and see how he was doing later. Is he still here? He's vanished. Presumably he is now being executed. Oh well. At least we prevented him from being tortured. Still not robbing that chest again, no matter how much you try to tempt me. Please no. Oh god. Sorry about this, but this is a low production value. It's theories. What? Now what's happening? Okay, I'll stop here.